Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For those who joined us on the live stream last night, appreciate it, man. It means the world to me when we get people actually tuning in. And for the people who won all of Emery's money, another round of applause for you guys. We thought we had you. A couple of those questions, I was like, there's no way anybody's gonna remember that. Like I talked about psychic money and explicit costs, implicit values, so forth. Were not terribly interesting, so I didn't think anybody was going to answer those. So to Emery, sir, I'm sorry we gave away so much of your so much of your money, but I didn't think anybody would get them. But here we are, very, very well-educated audience here on the podcast. So we'll up our game for next time. See if we can stump you, because you guys stump us a lot. Weird day, obviously. Crypto, there it is. Not a lot else to say about that. I've gotten a lot of heat this week for not fully committing all of my money in an obvious bull market, and just all the other crap emails I get. There's a reason that I don't, and I have yet, in the years that I've been investing, I have yet to find a market that I will fully commit to. I just won't do it. I will always keep a rainy day fund handy, and it's days like this are precisely the reason. Market sentiment is kind of all over the board, and there is so much going on this week. I'm a little bit shocked. Midterms are today. United States midterms here in the United States are today. It's going to decide the balance of power in Congress, and it introduces an unknown element. And I just don't like to invest in unknown elements, so I tend to be conservative when I don't know what's about to happen. So between the midterms today and the CPI on Thursday, on the 10th, between those two things, there's no way I could fully commit all of my money. It would just never happen. I'm a yield farmer. I'm a very unapologetic yield farmer, and part of the discipline of a yield farmer, somebody who kind of does it professionally, is to make sure that you have seeds for the next set of fields. What I mean by that is you're always going to save a good portion. At least for me, it's about 20% of every farm, of every single one of these, every single day. 20% of it is going to go into USDC, so that you have. And this is the YouTube wallet, by the way. I'm allowed to show this one. Or they told me, no, it's fine. It's not that much. But you can see right here that I will always keep a little bit in reserve, so that I can, what's the term, buy the dip. I'll always keep a little bit in reserve, not to buy the dip, but to balance my pools, period. That's it. All right. I'm not in these for the individual token values. My whole goal is to try to keep these my pools as flat as possible. That's how I can predict my income. That's how I can predict more or less what these things are going to be doing. So when I take a 10 or a 12% haircut on a day like this, I have 10 or 12% capital to put right back into it. Now, this is not money that's coming out of my pocket. This is money that I set aside for the rainy days such as today. So although I'm not a fan of DCA, dollar cost averaging, I'm not a huge fan. I'm a monstrous fan if it's not your money. And in this case, it's not my money. It's just money that I set aside so that I can keep my own farming pools balanced. There's a couple of places that I'm in right now that might be a little bit nuts. Right over here on Diffusion, I would consider this one pretty high risk. A lot of the stuff that they're doing over here is high risk, and it's based just around Evmos. But when I can pick up Evmos down around $1.60 because I have enough set aside that it's, again, no explicit cost to me. That's my goal. This is what I'm trying to do. I am trying to keep this pool as balanced as I can. For that number right there, that's it. That's the one that I care about. That's the only one that I care about. But it's also for things like this. Nice long-term project for me. Massive yield that I'm getting out of this thing right now. And I want to try to keep this thing flat. So when it was, when it was here, I was not shoving it all back in. I was setting 20% of it aside every single day, religiously setting 20% of it aside, so that when it gets down to here, I can pick it up and change my average to somewhere around here. But again, it's changing my average with no explicit cost. I don't know. Maybe I don't spend enough time talking about that, but it is absolutely crucial to everything that I do. My entire investment strategy is based around that rainy day fund, and I don't talk about it a lot because it's just not interesting. It is not crypto. It's not moonshots and rockets and all that other stuff. It is just uh, trying to introduce a level of stability into a market that is exceptionally irrational. So that's why I do it. That's why I'm going to continue to do it. Now, we're going to get interrupted on our live streams this week. I don't think we're going to have any evening live streams. So if you joined us last night, that's pretty much the last one. But I'm going to try to go on in the afternoons if I can get some time. So I want to around 11 o'clock Central. I'm going to try to go on. They will not be the live streams that they are pure money streams. I'm just talking about what I'm doing, where I'm doing it, why I'm doing it, and just pure context like that. So I don't want to walk away from everything here. I still want to try to go live when I can, but it won't be the evening streams that you've been accustomed to. Apologize for that. That's all I got on this one, guys. I understand that I'm supposed to project sensationalism because that's all you're going to be hearing over the next week is sensationalism. The good has never been better and the bad has never been worse. That is sensationalism. That gets clicks, that gets people viewing, and I have no interest in it. Absolutely none. I just want to talk about something that I can back up. And in this case, my pure investments, and that is something that I can back up. Questions or comments, scott@thepodcast.com. I answer any and all. And until next time, please stay safe. Please be smart with your money. Cheers.